li nga xam ne rek mooy yóbbu dëkk bi kanam.
The Constitution provides President can declare a state of emergency in two circumstances. Now I believe Gambia security is at risk for invasion. He has a right. Constitutional as it can last for 2 weeks.
yéen ñëpp gis ngeen ne dañu oote ne nañ ànd soppi nguur gi fi nekkoon loolu pexe la parti yi bokkuñu xalaat bokkuñu jubluwaay lii pexe la rek pour génnee ngu réew ci loxo benn nit te jubluwaay bi mooy woon ne fexe nag nit ñi moom réew mi ne nañu ànd ci xel ñu tabaxaat réew mi.
Gabi, you want to be humble and everything. Why you are not an ordinary minister in this cabinet? That's true, because you are head of the UDP. You are like a father figure to most of the. It's the fact. Whether mom accept or not, so the point is, because of that prominence bigger the baro def la consult or legi yow ya de yob ay nit ci baro pour mu appoint le lolu moy lacté ndax li mo am.
President Adama dafa am mandate. The Gambians choose. Ne na liggéey réew mi. mu tànn ay nit ñu liggéey ak moom man ci ñooñ la bokka ma ngi liggéey ak moom
nga di bani mela ay mul ay tiñarol min ke Gambia jang mul ka woleta ka foko APRC fananda do tiñaro to la alle mo stade le sodo ka APRC ta kala image de da kotenge isaje fo Gambia no kotenge si la pati ni la kotenge
no yalo say you are putting me in a funny position mul ka fo do kam do ni fa de ko bita jahani ba ni kala te ko kala
ñu ngi lay dalal ci gis-gis yi tey bi tey dañoo waxtaanee ci a lot of things yoo xam ne moo nekk di happen ci dëkk bi ba tax nag comme ni ñu ko defoon last week Rafi moo nekkutoon around because of a travel on but tey maa ngi fi of course with Sabally Nene Freda ak Dabakh Malik and then Rafi mu ñoo join ci plateforme bi so tey dañoo waxtaanee lu bëri but then there are a lot of things of course yoo xam ne ñu ngi happen ñu ñëpp xam nañ ko mooy ba gis nañ ba Tambidou génn na ci nguuri baro bi and then ñu ngi gis tamit ki nga xam ne mooy Lamine Darboe of NYC moom tamit maanaam gisatuñ ko ci place boobu noonu loolu yëpp dañ bugg a waxtaanee loolu of course ak Janneh Commission seen lu gaa doon def mooy bagage yi ou properties yi baro yu gaa doon properties yi jàmm yu gaa doon jaay loolu yëpp nañ ko waxtaanee pour maanaam ñu faram fàccal ko Sabally ñu start ak yow nañ start with of course Lamine Kesam Lamine Darboe I know that you've worked with NYC liggéey nga with a lot of young people and spent many years with them this time ne President Jammeh so what President Jammeh question so Sabally Lamine Darboe well man I've spent time with him but then loolu was I was in Senegal ma doon travel ñu bokk a tase si airport and then ñu ngi wax lu bëri about Gambia and then gis naa ne am na passion pour dëkk bi move forward tamit am na gis naa ndaw yu bëri in Gambia ñu ngi génn di ñaxtu ne dañ bugg a Lamine Darboe back and then ñu bëri ñu ngi complain ne bugg a office bi tamit mu independent Sabally sa gis-gis yaa nga di liggéey ak young people yu bëri and then young people yu bëri ñu ngi look up to you sa gis-gis ci Lamine Darboe situation am and then ñu continue with yeneen waxtaan ci ñu am.
Well man li ma dégg mooy ne government bi noppal nañ ko liggéey bu moo def man nag Ansu suma principle is to be fair to government. I believe that if government has the power to hire, that same government should have the power to fire. My only question more in the top and due process. Granted that is done, it is what it is. He was appointed, he was fired, so what? I mean, let Lamine move on with his life. And if he feels that there are ulterior motives, this is a democratic open space. He can approach the issue from another angle. But I respect the president's his authority to hire and fire. Sula hire complain sula fire. Why you know okay, that's my position.
Okay, now for the fact because the don't go new door be new Paris Jala and then for the fact that you complain and NYC we independent pour nga xamné borough government am let's say duñ mëna intervene a lot pour interrupt nga xamné moy sen liggéey.
Gis nga democracy comes with its flaws. All these institutions cannot be 100% independent because ñun ku ñoo votal at the polls is the president. That president dafa war a am leverage pour tànn ñu bugg a liggéeyal su buggutee liggéey ak yow war naa am doole pour mu noppal la. The Gambians should be careful. Buñ gisee lii as a Barrow issue, it's a government presidency issue. Su dee dañ bugg a nangu doole yu Barrow yëpp am ñun suñ winee ñu dem si place boobu we'll deal with the same problem because we'll not be able to run the country. Yeah, I mean, like, don't treat the presidency as if it's a monster. It's an institution just like the National Assembly or the judiciary. So National Assembly, the presidency should also have power. This is my position.
So let me see ministry. Is that okay?
The NYC is under the Ministry of Youth. Look, let me this man. My first job was at the Ministry of Youth and Sports in 1997. Okay. Since then, Musuma Baye for youth work. This NYC has always been an appendage of the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Bumne heken wahut. Sunahare nenui.
Okay.
Yes.
So Giss. Okay. Nene sa Giss si Lamin Dabo.
Well, I think I wanna lean more on Sabali. Giss am ci lolu nono. Di wax Lamin Dabo rek namuñ. This is not the end of the world, because at the end of the day, we discussed this prior to the show, and the question I asked myself is like, how did he get to the position? Yes, he was hired, I learned, and then later on he was on an acting position. Okay, and which ended, and the contract, they failed to renew the contract, which is okay. If you want to get into why did they fail to renew the contract, some believe it's politically motivated, but still you cannot hold the ministry or the president on that, because again the discretion lies on them to hire or fire or to renew a contract or not to renew a contract. So now it's like, okay, mom hegna amna lum ham more than ñun outside liñ ham. And again, su feelee ne contract bi dañ ko war a renew, waruñ ko terminate at this point in time, let him seek redress in the courts, and then follow it through and make sure he gets his dues and whatever it may be. Okay. But then again, the youths also, I think they need to be sensitized. Yes, according to people, I don't know the guy. He's a good guy. He served, well in the position. That's the reason why nobody get joy or they cry, okay, he shouldn't be removed. But they need to understand the simple fact, the right depends on the president or the minister to hire and fire, and if they feel at this point in time they ko buga nopal, let them just respect it. Again, they don't want, this thing of they want the National Youth Council to be independent. Is it due process? Is it best practice also? They need to look at those things. Xam nga nit ki bol de xool lu la favor rek nga joy to ne nii laa ko bëggee fàtte ne xëj na nekkut lu mun a am. Because always du ne lu ñu neex moo war a am. Lu right ak nu mu war a doxee noonu la war a doxee. So di ko wax ne rek, he's young, and according to a lot of people, I had so many positive things about him. Let him just move on and show everybody that, there's life after everything, and I can do better things somewhere else. Move on, and good luck wherever he may be going.
Okay, Nene, Daba Malik, sa gis-gis on this. And then we move to...
Yeah, xam nga aduna bi moom, nobody celebrates when a person loses his or her job, because at the end of the day, tamit, like, he has a family, and okay, at a personal level, man, I came to know Lamin some 16 years ago. Time the modern league, I was on a posting in Brikama, and then they've done news more office, and we used to interact a lot.
I'm interested.
Mangdon job, Deloitte, and then you on financial financial management team for the Global Fund and the HAP project, So since then, and ever since, I've had high regards for him personally. But NYC is not about mom personality, it's about the institution itself. First, we want to hold the mandate of the institution and new halls and performance over the period, understand, with regards to young people. So I know when things like this happen, people will be emotional because of such relationship with the individual. People also will try to twist it and make it political, you understand? But the truth of the matter is, a few months ago, I'm on a more serious case, and this is why I said, folk you stop after the kabudu ak friendship. Food safety, they fired 32 young people. Musuma dega ñu wax ni kala ñu gëna ñu demonstrate, let's go and demonstrate, let's save money and take the matter to court. I think those people ñoo gëna deserve it for people to voice out your situation, but nobody did. understand nga so now you have an individual koo xam ne kenn la and the thing is like nekkut ne dañ ko jaay doole génnee ko you understand because tam foog ñu dem back to the facts nañ mu wante dëgga because act bi is clear sa term 5 years la su jeexee su nekkee da nga nekk on the acting after 6 months moom waroon naa engage the ministry pour either gars yi confirm ko or gars yi terminate ko that didn't happen because everything probably mu doon rosi these such things are not expected ne dafa happen at that point understand okay su demee ba happen tamit it's sad understand nga because he's a nice guy he has done a lot of great things but tamit nekkul ne like he's perfect 100% because am na shortcomings understand nga xam nga so pour man lessons we need to learn from this mooy ñu xam ne that office belongs to every Gambian and ñu ngi wax ne the presidency should be 2 term so ñun as young people if we are making those kind of calls why would we want somebody who stay in an institution for a very long time so xam nga
lan chance someone else pour mu step in
non loolu xam nga loolu moom is up to the minister boy gis nga dëgg bi moo nekk dëgg rek nañu wante dëgg xam nga looy daaba mos naa wax loolu benn time and people make a noise out of it soo nekkee CEO in a company you can only work with people ñu nga xam ne they buy into your vision and they are ready to support your mission but that's the truth ku la wax leneen lu mu la wax waxi naa fee xala it's not telling you the truth parce que yow doo mën a nekk CEO you have a finance director koo xam ne nii nga am operation manager koo xam ne nii mu ngi delay yow sa agenda understand nga waxuma ne loolu moo xam waxuma Adama Barrow no this thing has nothing to do with Adama Barrow lii Minister of Youth and Sports la and the National Youth Council
so Daba léegi dégg naa ñu ne Lamin Dabo you know he's part of UDP dégg naa loolu I'm not really sure but dégg naa man ne really they are not happy
no I don't think so I don't think so I don't think so parce que lu tax man xam naa Lamin for over 16 years man lu ma xam laa la wax ne xam nga man du ma wax based on people's speculation on social media ñooñu seen maybe they know something that man I did not know but waaye xam nga nit ki tamit sooy wax dara you have to be fair to the person I've known Lamin for the past 16 years to tell you the truth musuma koo gis mu wone in his work he's a Gambian in his private life he has a right to vote for any political party or politician that he thinks bàyyi na idea kooku but in the course of his work with all fairness and honesty even time bu Jammeh di nekk fii when Jammeh used to ñun ñëpp xamoon nañ naka la meloon Lamin was always clear of politics understand nga du dee daf dee move away boppam from politics ok ndax UDP la ou UDP pour man loolu ama si clear évident ba pare pour man loolu is irrelevant because Gambien la am na right pour bokka xëy na su ko isee nag si liggéeyam then foofu noonu la ñu am time nag pour pënk because office boobu noonu is not an office for either a political party or a politician it's an office that belongs to every young Gambian te young Gambian si dañ cut across political divides understand so long as amuñ evidence boobu noonu ñu moytu dee tuumal nit si loo xam ne amuñ cadre evidence bu leer
Rafi sa gis-gis politique sa gis-gis si situation yi Lamin Dabo ndax fooguloo ne Adama Barrow ak gayam yi teamam bi sorry ne gisuñ Lamin Dabo muy play seen part loolu moo tax ñu kii ko out
well du ma mën a wax 100% ne loolu moo am but soo xoolee tam before lu xewoon ni ko Henry Gomez ñëwoon na daawoon na ko fi after ñu jëlaat ko ak all that politics that played on that time I will not be surprised if that's the same that's playing out right now because I agree with Sabali lu mu tam ne these are institutions at least dafa am a little bit of control because at the end of the day tam ñun président lañ dee votal ñu entrust ko to run the government and all these things have branches of the government but also I believe in certain circumstances like this daf dee baax tam nga ñëw clear ñu explain rather than allowing speculations to run here and there because loolu su amee rek ñii ne ñoo wane is because of dañ ko bëggoon a use pour mu def dara mu bañ moo tax ñu daaxaa ko ak stuff like that so I think it's important ne na government tam ñëw wax reason why ñu just abruptly daaxaa ko like that because I think also one of the things lu Jammeh naan def mooy just like this just daaxaan it without no explanation so I think government we should try and be giving explanation
ñu ne dañu war a I think contract am bi moo leen
contract ba jeex loolu moo joxe
exactly
ok su dee loolu then ñu seet naka lañu après wante let them also have let the national youth body have clear cut ways of naka lañ dee hire nit ak fay ko and let them have like a term boo xam ne tam du am a lot of interference because suy am rek dañoo war ne présidence bi ñu ngi use youth council bi pour politics because in as much as whoever is there, you have to be apolitical. Because any political. I think government they should also give them that leeway to remain a non-political body.
Okay.
So, man lolu mosuma gis.
Okay. Sabali, Fabakary Tombong Jatta mi amon interview with BBC. My follow non. And then mu don complain ne commission mo jane commission bi ne in fact the government ni baro bi dañ gaaw si jaay bagage si jame moy property sami before recommendation ni jane commission sa gis on that.
Well, Fabakary lim wax is 100% correct. Yow nga ne nga set up a commission pour investigate supposedly a fact-finding mission. Bala nga pare nga door di jaay asset si jàmbur. So yow yaay judge yaay jury. Ate nga sentence nga te yow sa boppa nga ne sa ate bi pare ngut. It's one of the most grotesque travesties of justice in our time, supervised by the worst attorney general ever in the history of the Gambia, the corrupt, inept Ba Tambadou. It's totally wrong. But assets suñ ko jaayoon sax mu tane jaayuñ ko dañ ko séddaale. How can you sell a Range Rover Sport for 200,000? I mean, jël tractor si jaam Yaya Jammeh yëpp séddaale ko. Ba pare ñuy toog fii ñu amoon a procurement item ne dañoo jëndaat tractor. This is the most corrupt government that ever ruled this country.
Okay, so my guess, Fena, well, man, I'm not really good with calculations here, like you can have, but my guess, government, we recover so far is about $1 billion dollars. She bagage in jai.
Yes.
Well, man, I don't really know, but then you don't serve government as SG. I know this. I know that you have an idea about this. How much jam exactly Nyata properties land? But I know in Banjul you have about 28 properties. You have that one from individuals, like you know. No. Dama ham rek dama gis fen. Na yow foglo ne jam amon ci properties. Suñ ko waré jaay ni ko waré jaay. For example, ñu top daf ko ci yoon.
Due process.
Exactly, due process. Then foog nga ne dina raw 1
dina wara pass 10 billion at the very least.
So meaning 1 billion recycle.
Absolutely. Look, if you are selling a Range Rover, Rafi, Range Rover ñaata la ngi amé bena. On average, at least 2 million. Nga jaay ko 10% of the value. So my mathematics is perfect. 10% lañ jaayé the average asset. So you ko jaayé full value, they would have 10 billion. And perhaps they would have given that to the victims pour ñu dem faj seen boppa o ñi nga xam ne so ñu ngi jël seen property, damage seen property, but defuñ loolu. Ba Tambadou, Alpha Barry, his friend, and a certain lady ñoo ñëw together ñu séddaale assets ci Jammeh yi. Some of these assets ñu ne guddi lañ ko jaay. Lu tax Ansu jaar, there was not a single advert for an auction of Jammeh's assets. Look, lii sàcca la, this is daylight robbery. And then you pay Alpha Barry 10%, 100 million. Ana Rafi mënut a jaay assets ci Jammeh yi. Ana dafa mënu koo def.
Okay,
ana National Youth Council sax mënuñ koo def ñu jël xaalis boobu ñu develop use ko to help the young people. So it's a bunch of corrupt egomaniac elites yi nga xam ne dañ añaane woon Yaya Jammeh bugg a am access to his assets ñu séddaale ko. Suñ ko joxoon Roji Lo mu ngi doon make a claim on Banjul assets. I mean, forget about the politics of it. I think suñ ko joxoon Roji sax mu tane mu use ko for low cost urban housing. I don't think even Jammeh would have a problem with that. Okay. Nga jël assets ay séddaale ko seen elite yi ak ñoom Khalilou Wage and there's this Indian xawma Nandula xawma ñooñu lañ dem ñu séddaale assets between them. This is robbery. Lii sàcca la li du jaay.
Okay, Sabali. Fabakary mu doon suggest ne assets management and recovery.
AMRC, yes.
Wow. Yeah. So there's an office. There's you're nga foog ne office boobu ñu war a handle this matter.
But it's very obvious because loolu moo tax that institution exists. AMRC was managing the assets of the erstwhile Gambia Commercial and Development Bank. We are Jammeh ñëwee assets yuñ seized from the commission ñoo ko doon manage. Why a departure from established practice? It's corruption, nothing else.
Okay, then I go back to you. Nene, sa gis ci Jammeh Commission ñu handle and CLC education.
Well, I mean, without a doubt, it's really, really sad because ñu bari ñu don't look forward to the outcome, and starting to sell because again there was a justification I read sometime during Binyo Jai Bagas in okay, there were some of the stuff your hamne could not wait until the end of the commission. If that is an established fact and it's true, because I don't know which of the assets could not wait. Don't tell me it's the cars. Don't tell me it's the how to call it, the cattles. You know, the cows and stuff like that. Don't tell me it's the properties. Those are landed properties and stuff. So why could they not wait? But at the end of the day, so nekone perishable goods la sa, okay, and you have an expiration date. Ngane okay, it's good. It's not wise to keep it. it's not a good financial decision to keep it till at the end of the commission because it takes a long time. Nga jaay loolu noonu. Fine, bu dee maalo la sax waruloo koo jaay parce que maalo mun naa xaar. Sukur mun naa xaar. You just make sure that you store it properly. So gisuma any good reason why they had to sell before the end of the commission. But well and good, okay, they sold some. And then at the end of the commission also, a report was out. And then, of course, they did their selective justice, they did their cherry picking, and then some they felt should be punished, some should not be punished. And then the asset and then they chose among themselves, you know, because there are so many Gambians out there who had the capacity and were interested to buy some of those things. And and some of the assets as well, they should have waited a little bit because illegally. And they could, a lot of people have gone back to court to, you know, fight their cases and say, okay, this is my property or this is my asset. Yaya took it. And they have the evidences to prove and it's clear that if a competent court looks into the matter, definitely those assets would have been given back to them. So you did not look at the due process, how Yaya Jammeh obtained those processes. All you established was it's Yaya Jammeh asset. And then at the end of the commission, we sold it. But is it really Yaya Jammeh's property? You understand? And then again, the process. I mean, I heard about this Alpha Capital or whatever, you know, that they hired. How did they even come to hire that firm or that organization, business, to dispose of Yaya Jammeh assets? You understand? Did they follow due process? Did they open it up to other firms who do the same thing, who are in the same business, to see which one of them is more competent and was going to follow more due process to sell it in the best way? Did they do that? Maybe not. We only heard about Alpha Capital. Again, why would you even hire a private firm when you have a government institution, which is the AMRC, with their mandate and then the scope of their work is to deal in that way? At the end of the commission, a report was out. They should have just handed it over to the Minister of Finance because you want to deal with finances of the country, not the Ministry of Justice. Their role is, you know, they've overstepped their boundaries, if you ask me. Now they did not do that. And of course, they had like a push and pull because the Minister of Finance was saying, this is now our job for us to take it over and deal with it. The Minister of Justice was like, no, we can do with it and here and there. Of course, having the support of Barrow, you know, knowing the relationship Batambe and Barrow supported him and then they went ahead and disposed of it. And of course, why would you sell things? You know, it's an insult to the Gambians and it's an insult to the victims that Yaya Jammeh took those properties from. It's unjust, it's uncalled for, it's illegal, it's as bad as whatever you can think of. And to that I say, you know, the Minister of Justice, you know, hands down. You guys have failed woefully on that part. Thank you can do better.
Thank you very much. Rafi, sorry, Daba, then you say Rafi. Daba. So Giss on this.
Is it that difficult that you have to
carry the thing is, okay, all of Njai were Harbe Jan Roman Dorsi Souf. Gambians has always been doing that. And the reason why we do that is because of politics, because of family ties, because of friendship, because of personal interest. When Alaji Kurang came out to say the allegations that he levied against the commission, not many Gambians came out
to support him.
Nobody.
Because politically, Nyenanyi you on the other side, so it doesn't favor them. Okay, Nyenanyi, they are close to, okay, Ami Ben Suda, Suma Wahe, Madamam Harid Line, Dafma Mere, or Suma Dekandora, and all that stuff. People will ask, Lanmota assets were not given to AMRC. They cannot give it to AMRC if you know the relationship between AMRC, Social Security, and Ami Ben Suda. Understand? And that's the reason why Gambia needs investigative journalism, and they are not biased. Need them to investigate properly.
Boy, why don't I
no, how do you
investigate? How fake as a post be?
No, you rubbish stories about people. The time send image to how many bully kasaba. So you should is about national development. I can tell you that most of these newspapers, they are on the payrolls of certain people. That's the fact. It's not. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Understand? So we what is the relationship between AMRC, Social Security, and Ami Ben Suda? Then didn't have to AMRC to manage those assets, to dispose of co. How about I Okay. To add salt to injury, nobody said ne every asset bu Jammeh am doesn't belong to Gambia government parce que nga nit ki tam foog ñu fair am na yoo xam ne nii daf ko acquire ñu ne alleged corruption am na yoo xam ne nii daf ko illicit acquiring la comme ok mu dem ñeneen ñi si nit yi si suñ environment si ñeneen ñi dañ ko may some of those properties te nit yi xam nañ loolu because we have to also be fair on these things because not because of the change of government happen na rek yéen a ko mayoon land community land boo xam ne belongs to the community or family tey ngeen bëgg a ñëw wax ne non Jammeh daf ñu jaay doole jël because man xam naa ñoo xam ne may nañ ko land you understand after the change of government ñu ngi claim ne mayuñ ko am na ñoo xam ne dañ ko jaay after change of government ñu wax ne jaayuñ ko and it's a lie du dëgga understand nga so commission bi man rôle am lu mu waroon def mooy mu identify mu segment mu put all these assets in different categories yi nga xam ne nii daf ko jënda yi nga xam ne nii community si ñoo ko may yi nga xam ne nii daf ko jël si nit yi forcefully understand nga ñu teg ko mu clear then ñi nga xam ne daf ko nangu si ñoom ñu wax leen ñu write petition they come up with evidence su nekkee mun nañ koo proof ñu delloo leen seen alal ñi nga xam ne nii dañ ko jaay ñooñu dañ ko jaay so amatuñ right pour dem claim out those assets ok government lu mu mën a def before muy jaay some of these structures especially structures yu nekk a Banjul yow yaa ngi am government institutions yoo xam ne ñu ngee luwaas they are renting yaa ngee fay millions of dollars minister of foreign interior mu ngi nii rek ñu ngee fay building bu bon bu xalaat ko bii ne ngaa fay $3 million per year you understand what about those buildings before no but let's just be honest parce que am na lii ku ko wax da nga am na scam deal la you understand so before ngay dem ngay jaay buildings yooyu noonu in Banjul why not nga jël ko why not nga jël ko minister of interior why would you pay $3 million on that structure when you have an empty land bu fa nekk $3 million boobu soo ko jëlee nga add fa $7 million mën ngaa build a better structure than that boobu nga dafa nekk permanent structure because soo xoolee coastal area bi from Banjul dem nii ba Kartong yëpp most of the people they are giving it to some of them are non-Gambians ñeneen ñi you have a business cartel bu nga xam ne ñoo control everything soo ko calculé ñeneen ñi am nañ fi more than 1 or 2 or 3 properties within the same area when you have other Gambians yu nga xam ne ñu nga am business ideas ñu ngee rent and nga bëgg a develop an economy boo xam ne da nga bëgg a pour mu grow so pour man Jammeh commission bi dafa investigate Jammeh we need an independent private auditors yoo xam ne they are non-Gambians ñoo ñu audit gars yi.
ok non dinañ ñëw ñu waxaat ci lii bu baax Rafi sa gis-gis on this and then ñu ñëwaat back ci topic bi ci seen topic.
man when it comes to Fabakary Tombong his position on that dama believe ne moom moo tax wax sax because li alal sa sata la.
lu tax du wax. he's a Gambian.
lu ñu wax
he represents a major political party.
ñu ne there's a saying in Nigeria when a thief man thief God laughs.
Well, you talk so say that about Batambe equally a thief. You cannot just try to shut down Fabakary because he belongs to APRC. He's a bona fide decent Gambian who served his country with dignity and outstanding excellence.
Okay. No, it's okay.
ñoom Fabakary moom ñoom lañ war a noppi rek.
duñ noppi dañoo wax.
Okay, sabal
bi la bokkoon. waaw when it comes to affaire assise Jammeh man dama believe ne government bi should have been very careful in the way ni ñu doon handle things because li alali sajada ba pare so soo ko soo def dara to handle that you have to be strictly clean nga xam ne kenn du la si mun a wax dara loo xam ne dafa ñaaw because yaa ngi already handle loo xam ne is already tainted when it comes to nit ñi disposing of the properties man dama believe ne femme buñ jël waroon nañ ko advertise because advertising was not a complicated process apparently the bidding the way it was going is they advertise that properties if you are interested all you do is just write a letter nga waa offer bi ñaata nga offer pour jënd ko you take it there in a sealed envelope and ñoom dañuy jël sealed envelope yi ñu yóbbu ko justice ñu toog as a panelist ñu xool kan mooy win ak kan moo win so loolu man dama believe ne man sax or anybody else can do it it's not a very complicated task so man dama believe ne first of all balaa ñu doon dispose of the assets due process ak care should have been taken comme dabax lu mu wax ñu séparer affaires yi xam ban mooy boo xam ne daf ko jël ak ban moo xam ne pour community bi ak yooyu noonu ba pare tam also ñu advertise ko nit yi tam bit suñu bëggee bit because apparently ñu ne 10% am na ñoo xam ne suñu biroon ne ñoom agree for 3%.
exactly
waaw te dégg naa tam ne Augustus Prom ñu leen joxe woon pour gars dispose of the property. percentage bu ñu caayoon gars dañ dem ñu négocier dara ba am benn 3%. so gëm naa ne su gaa toogoon ñu def affaire si fair process. open for now didn't know a better deal.
Okay.
AMRC was there. They could have used it, but hit that Justice Ministry being class finance. That is why we have internal rankings within government. One day, even if they don't want to use them, they could have opened the bid for a fairer process for you. And that could have saved the government a lot of money.
Okay.
But the way all this deal has been done, I think Ba, in as much as I respect him and definitely so many good things in his tenure. But
there will be a caveat. We know it. We know the links.
I believe the guy filming. But overall, he's done a very good job. And, I like
Badambedu is the worst attorney general in the history of the Gambia.
Okay.
Total failure.
Let me just add on something. Chilinga, that percentage being that 10% be naka Augustus prom charge is the same 10% Tamila Alpha Capital charge. But then you will be surprised, ne? They rejected and then said to Augustus prom, they cannot pay them 10% on the sanga, and then you reduce to 3%. You know, low the agreed or the proper percentage. But then with Alpha Capital, they charge 10%, and then they receive their 10%.
Because they will get kickbacks.
Exactly. So you will see where the corruption is, because nearly they are more closer to the cartel or to the link. They left it, and then those people, they don't have a backing or whatever.
Exactly.
So those people, they made sure they followed, you know, the right percentage or whatever, which is just, you know, a bunch of.
Legi Sabali, there is a group of people you have to control Gambia.
Yes.
Set of people you have to control Gambia. According to Lole Nekadi Wah, you Giss, of course, Nelol is very clear.
It is.
I'm Jana Commission right now. Sabali, you know, mentioning Lafa, you know, mention let's say white people big, you know. And then man I know really nehola. And the fact is not ne yo, but because of Ninko Dafe. Langa Fogne, right now, Nguri Gambia, whatever, especially Adama Barrow, ban advice nga ko jox pour mu def pour mun a make sure ne victims yoo xam ne dañ amoon properties yoo xam ne yaa jëmee daf ko jëloon comme nee na nu mu ko waxee mënuñu woon nangu loolu ba léegi fu mu nekk nii amuñ kër am na ñoo xam ne they don't even have houses yoo xam ne dañ faa mën a dikka lan la current government war a def
xam nga lu xew by the way I want to extricate li nga wax about me about the confusion and the white paper no it has nothing to do with your question
yeah I know but two sides
no get it out man I'm not bothered I'm not affected by what they do or say about me man dañ ma prevent from public office that's the conspiracy it's out there in the open man ma wéeru si yàlla
they see you as Gambia's next president
ma wéeru si aya yàlla qul illahumma malikal mulki tuutil mulka man tasha'u wa tanzi'ul mulka man tasha'u wow tu'izzu man tasha'u wa tudhillu man tasha'u bi yadikal khayri innaka ala kulli nobody can prevent Mamadou Sabally from occupying public office no man duma daan daw daara man nekkuma Ansu man dama respectoon yëfi daara so maybe I should have started Rabbi Zidni Ilma. To be honest, it's nothing personal. Man, I just want digga ak justice mu dox si digga bi. Because today nga xas Yaya Jammeh 22 years nga ne jubut, followed due respect. For Allah's sake, let it be 10 years after you took over power that we start seeing you making deliberate mistakes.
Too soon.
I mean, my heart goes out to the victims, both of human rights abuses and those who lost legitimate property. And this is a fact. Yaya Jammeh am na ñoo xam ne dafa nangu seen assets. Loolu waruta am. But Adama Barrow ak Bah Tambadou, they don't care about these victims. Whether human rights or you lose. Adama Barrow ak Bah, and Nene alluded to it, they have a connection, ñoom ñaar, to loot this country, especially proceeds from Jammeh's assets.
Okay.
Look, Ansu, to be honest, I can't even advise them. Affair si yahuna. Kerok, my heart broke when I heard ne Jabari Baba Job mu ngi complain this government is even worse than don't am yaakaar ne assets si Baba Job dafa amoon assets. I don't care how he got them. Dafa amoon assets. Su dee Yaya Jammeh nangu na assets yooyu ñuy vérifier yëfi Yaya Jammeh for Allah's sake rafilum wa waroon nañoo tegee aside some of these things li nga xam ne Jammeh daf ko acquire illegally ñu jaay loolu yeneen ñu seet naka lañ koo setalee but Ansu Jack no listen to me am nga William Butler Yeats li mu wax la things fall apart the center cannot hold mere anarchy is loosened upon Gambia affaire si yahuna and nobody can solve this problem man I don't know even whichever government comes in next yërëm naa leen leen salatul fatiha yu bari yàlla dimbali leen Barrow has messed up this country completely only Allah can save us.
This is not part of topic bi balaa maa move to Nene ak ñoom Rafi ak Daba you know ñu ngi gis Adama Barrow mu ngi am properties yoo xam ne yundum just dañ ko link with this because ñu ngi wax about properties Jammeh did the same thing Barrow mu ngi jël loolu di ko jox INAM members sa gis-gis on that da nga wax on that and then ñu continue like that because bu ma ñu jump lii nii is very important.
Well it is very sad again Ansu the fact is the mess of this government started from day one after it started when bi ñoo joxe gars yi pick up show gars yi nangu ko so dem nañ ba mos affaire si Barrow taint na leen mu joxaat leen they took again I mean this is supposed to be a transitional government for Allah's sake ñu ngi wax fii ne am na community si may Yaya Jammeh property am na ñuy complain ne Yaya Jammeh def ko nangu wallahu alam but for this government to also go and confiscate Yaya Jammeh ak Moustapha Ndiaye ñu ngi nangu property si landi waa Brufut yi loolu dara génnul si benn activiste benn dallasiviste waxuñ ko dallasiviste lañ duñ activiste Moustapha Ndiaye is like a god in this country kenn du ñeme ñëw waa affaire am those problems are not solved Barrow didn't do worsen this problem it's not right.
Okay. Nene sa gis-gis ci suma first question bi mooy lu ma doon laajte saabal and then ñu move si affaire yi property bi.
lan mooy first question bi.
waaw first question bi mooy affaire yi waaw exactly MPC.
Oh, see again you know man I said it a long time ago with our MPs I had so much hope that this dispensation coming up but then you know afterwards bi ma gisee ni ñoo doxalee ma xam ne you know what ñii ñoom ñëpp ñu xiif lañ ñu bugg a boos lañ ñu bugg a xapun lañ all lu ñoo def ñoom ñëpp a change ñoom seen boppa ñëpp a change léegi koo ci gis Monday through Friday bu solut xaftaan bu ees mu ngi sol ñetti abdu boole ci mbaxana
nee na xanaa da ngeen dee monitor
of course ak gisuma si jaaka bi no jigéen ñi ñoo tane sax jigéen ñi life is a little bit as normal as it used to be there is no much difference waaye góor ñi waay yow it na oh seriously exactly ñu ci bëri takk nañ ñaareel you understand ñu ci bëri takk nañ ñaareel ñu ci bëri fu mu nekk nii no honestly ñu ci bëri fu mu nekk nii because amuñ woon moto balaa ñoo nekk MPs léegi am nañ moto ñu ngee classe jeeg yoo xam ne duñ leen doon ñemeñe classe fu mu nekk nii parce que am nañ fit am nañ luñ dem gaare seen bunti kër yi waaye xam ne li ma wax mooy rek
we'll see you for libel
I have proofs. I have receipts to prove it. So don't worry about it. So at the end of the day, I mean, from the start, and the biñ leen joxe that naka lañ ko waxatee pick up si, you know, nit ñi di wax ñeenay ne okay, it's bu leen wax it's supposed to be naka MP war ñoo taxaw si kaw tali di ut moto, you know, and blah blah and stuff like that. Ayooyu noonu ñu throw it under the carpet. ñu ñëwaat in the envelopes ñu throw ko under the carpet ñu gisaat nañ ko so basically it's a trend and then it's the same set of people ñoo xam ne ñoo ko nekk di ko jël yow xam nga liñ olof dee wax rek ku la abal bët wax la fu ngaa xoolee yow Barrow su laa jox loolu noonu understand nga it's like Barrow is making you it's because of Barrow that is why you are naka nga mun a taxawee pour wax ne Barrow déedéet oo nii la oo nele la doo ko mun doo ko ñemeñ understand nga because li nga waxee yaa ngay oytu su ma waxee mbaa leneen liy ñëw dina ma ci boole ay yooyu because Barrow tamit ak cluelessness am bi yëpp in that way he knows how to play them seriously I give him credit on that he knows how to play them because bu dara lu rëy di ñëw ci rek time boobu la dee ñëw nag understand nga shut them up ñoom ñëpp da ngaa gis ne fu mu nekk suñ duggee assembly ñu ngee stama ñu ngee ñene di absent seen boppa you know deliberately just parce que bëggu ñoo feeñ ci li ñoo wax ak yooyu noonu xam nga nit ki daal gor mooy yóbbu nit understand nga kan si ñoom moo amutoon kër balaa ñoo nekk National Assembly member xam nga su dee da nga ñëw ne ok man am there for the people bi ñoom ñoo la elect pour nga dem foofu to serve them to be their voice do it for that sake you understand waaye bul foog ne da ngaa ñëw pour build sa boppa to as you know naka gather up wealth and all that thing xam nga lu ñu dee wax ne barkele moo gën barele ñu ci bari gi nga buñ génnee ci toogu boobu noonu ñun ñëpp dinañ leen yërëm parce que liñ fa am lewu leen ak niñ ko amee nekkut ci yoon bu naka lañ dee waxee yoon bu straight yoon bu jub day yóbbu
ok daba sa gis-gis on this and ñu move si Rafi den ñu ñëw si affaire yi ba tamit
si affaire yi la non parce que man loolu is still not clear to me because maa ngi waa ñeneen ñi they telling me ne it's a policy Ibitani Jawar.
ne dañu war a jox naa members.
nekkul naa ci rek. comme
government officials.
Government officials.
Okay.
And man si suma gis-gis I think the easiest way to do that would have been social security. Understand? So boobu tamit is another institution moom nag bu ñu war a xool la.
ok
parce que estate su gars yi def créer pour liggéeykat yi ak Gambians yi ñu am access to affordable housing. ñoom liggéeykat yi social security seen boppa ñoo fa di am ay 10 properties within the same in different names. Understand?
Okay.
But so gisee yenn communities yi they get angry with regards to affaire land yi nii parce que xam nga the thing is like okay in the beginning community some members of the community will support these people engage in their deals. Understand? So ñu dem ba si biir gis ne sax ok ñii sax dañu kamasa means it's way too high. Understand? So they get angry, you start to vomit everything. Because all the cases Sukudan. Those people look at the work and they are mentioning names. They go to the point like ñu nekk di liggéey at the lands ministry. ñuy build ay mansion yoo xam ne dafa la these mansions are more than 15 million, 20 million dollars in buildings. Understand? So pour man National Assembly bi dafa war a nekk they deserve everything.
Okay.
Man, you jox leen moto is not my problem. But man, not disclosing the source of the vehicle, that's what.
naka lañ amee moto yi mooy problème
Parce que man dama feel ne National Assembly member pick up sax yebaate la pour ñoo. Xeebaate la. Parce que war nañoo yóbbu gars yi par euros. Four wheel comme ministère non comme ministère ni ñu amee.
pick up bi baax na ñu mën a yóbbu nit ñi ngeen jëmee nit ñi ride daba yow tam yaa ngi bugg a élitiste la daba.
këriñ ak enu
ok boy students yaa ngi am ride is okay.
Election. They'll want law in parliament. Lolo dafa war a bokk ak moto boobu noonu dafa war a bokk ak sa package of retirement. Understand?
Okay.
Parce que it's an office bu nga xam ne nii dañ ko war a jox cër dañ ko war a jox respect suñu bañee executive yi ñu downplay some of the members.
Yeah.
Okay, two. Some of these people doo leen blame. Xam nga with all due respect. Xam nga baroo lañ yëpp every day ñu taxaw di ko wax. Jàngu angaleen di baaw gi boo demal parliament. ñaata nit ñoo dee mën a read sax ñu understand document su gars yi let's just be honest. You know vice president Hamad Rabi Sindi Helman. Last week parliament some of these people objection I oppose you to not object.
No, I know it's crazy.
So it's sad. Understand the political parties them foofu tam gars yi am obligation to select competent people ñu dem ñu represent at the National Assembly. Dafa important.
Yeah,
buñ just check rek ne okay key is somebody that man ku ma mën a manipulate or this is somebody ku nga xam ne yàgg na ma support. And that is why I always tell people politics soo si buggee nekka foog nga build up sa boppa pour élect. Understand? And political parties need to start also them the train seen guy they identify people within their team because soo gisee yeneen mu ngi happen and some of the people are getting frustrated. Tey man suma bokkee UDP ñu nekk di
daba yaa ngi use suma parti bi de as an example.
suma bokkee APRC
waaw
ñu nekk di strong bañ ñëw into power but yow team bi ñu la toppa ñoom ñu si ëpp doole si ñëpp seen capacity dem noonu in terms of experience in terms of competence in terms of mun a doxal nga ne da ngaa jël gars yi nga teg leen in positions just because they've been supporting the party foofu la failure they started because all the National Assembly members I bet ne nee na mu ngi waa kan moo déggutoon si kër non I'm telling you soo defee census most of those people amuñu woon kër de te mosuñoo xalaat ne dinañu am kër de so you think they will give them a kër at that
prime location, yeah.
Let's just be honest. Some of these people did not have a vehicle. So you you think they will return that vehicle? They will not.
Okay.
So the thing is, political parties also they owe it to Gambians to select competent people. You them parliament, you look at issues
Okay.
at the national level. You debate.
Okay. Rafi sa gis-gis on this. Mooy properties yi yëndu mag yooyu noonu and then ñu move ci ba. Yeah.
Properties. Land grab whatever they happen right now in this region is very, very, very serious. And I think then they worked out a lot about issues happening in this country. Why then they forget about them? The mandama believe if we don't do something about it, this can lead to a serious civil unrest. Because a lot of communities, you grab some money, you could join, and it's something that we worry about. Mandama believe that members of the parliament,
Okay.
And there are people we supposed to hold them to the highest level of accountability.
Okay.
So you know land and come for at least you to def due process will have land move from the
Okay.
Well, just because of and some of them you feel the minimum opportunity that they don't question or whatnot, which I commend the DOI MPs for that because I believe ne ñoom ñëpp question acceptable la.
Consistency.
Okay.
No, but we have information that CDA, at least CDA had in previous republics, guy jëloon nañ.
Okay.
Yes. On this particular one, boo xam ne land dafa am dispute.
In Jawara or Jame?
Jawara, I think Jammeh.
Yeah.
This particular land dafa already am dispute, already am na problème bu fa nekka ñoom jëluñu land bi. So ñoom at least I give them that commendation for that.
Okay.
waaye lii dafa nekk loo xam ne nañ ko bàyyi xel. nañ ko moytu te ñu ko discussé because comme aussi fii. land grab bu fa nekk di happen right now community si ñekkee di mel. It's a very serious issue.
Okay.
I think a big attention should be paid to it because if not mun na fa indi problème.
Okay.
Can I quickly say something on that? The problem is, ni ma ko gisee. Hang on a second. Déglu li ma bëgg a wax mooy ne the land issue has been ongoing since this new dispensation because time mi Jammeh doo ko doon déggal lu bari mu ngi doon am why this real estate thing was not as rampant as it is now. So right now it's like everybody ñu ngi am the freedom, the leeway to do things. Ku nekk ngi bëgg a dugg see this property, real estate deal or whatever. Kudos to you. I know you're anybody. No, you trade legally. I know you. You trade legally. You're not into those dubious
real
deals.
estate.
Exactly. Thumbs up to send real estate. But li ma bëgg a wax mooy, and then ñu ngi wax ne ñu ngi form a land commissions and here and there. But then again, naka nga jëlee sàccakat nga ne ko ubbil sa buti nga xool kan mooy sàcca dafa metti because ñi nekk ci that commission bi ñoom ñëpp they into land dealings in one way or the other. They have shares in some real estate companies or ñoom seen boppa personally they're into buying and selling of land and they wanna amass a lot of wealth because they feel that the land dealings whatever and it's pathetic because da nga gis ne right now they hold the vulnerable people and the reason why I say that because I'm in the center of it fighting land cases left, right and center and then the major people that are being affected is the Manjago communities left, right and center. Can you imagine how can people go and take a cemetery, a cemetery, you're fighting for a cemetery for hamne. This is a piece of land that I want to bury people. It's a piece of land people have been buried on that land 50, 60 years ago before me claim land you were born and then you are fighting for that piece of land. I mean, that just makes me think like, what are we in this country? What kind of a people are we? What kind of a wealth are we trying to acquire? I mean, fan lañ ko yóbbu. I mean, you know sir, fan lañ ko yóbbu. So dañ am pour bàyyi suñ xel ku nekk bëgg nga a property ku nekk bëgg nga a land but acquired in the right way. Ba pare the people who are tasked with the responsibility to see to read nit yi am nañ seen land legally the people whose properties are being forcefully taken from them, they need to look into it and give it to them, especially when it's a community. Individuals, you can, say, okay, they will know how to deal with it. But then communities, how can you take a whole community land to give it to a real estate agent, dismantle, bulldoze a whole village, and then demarcate it and sell it again. Dafa mel ni rek man mënoon naa bokk si one of these villages ñu ñëw take it over bulldoze it and then ma am pour dem jëndaat ko. How hurtful is that? It's despicable and they need to really look into that.
Yeah, I know it's really hard. Sabali nañ ñëw léegi nañ move to Ba Tambidou. Ba Tambidou mu ngi release on three junglers, Malik Jatta, Omar Jallow ak Amadou Badji. And moom mu ne the reason why mu def loolu because ñu ngi woon ñu ngi leen tëjoon for 2 years without trial and then dañ ñëw si TRRC bi disclose so many things yoo xam ne moo leen help pour ñu mën a gather facts. ñu ngi gis victimes si Jammeh yi of course ñu ngi génn di jooy si loolu noonu ne neexul leen Ba Tambidou lu mu def ci loolu noonu sa gis-gis on this and then ñu ñëw si speech am bi ak tamit nu mu bàyyi government bi.
I think you should just ask me to talk about Ba Tambidou totally because they have enough time.
Yeah, no, but still we have about 20 minutes, so mun nga go ahead.
What do you want me to do?
Well,
to talk about this particular case?
All is related to mom.
Junglers you release.
I think really it's wrong. Man, first time I Giss Ba Tambidou on TV, I release junglers. I was shocked. And I remember Giss then at ABL, you talk, you call them, man, if I'm Ba Tambidou, man, dem ragal sax pour wax ko. Ba is a total failure. I said it before. I am saying it now. I'll say it 10 years from now, inshallah. Ba Tambadou is the worst Attorney General and Minister of Justice to have ever occupied that office at Marina Parade.
Okay.
Yes.
So legi ba gis nañ speech am bi mu ngi joxe speech tay and then mu ngi mention ne Jammeh du musta ñëw back to this country. Sa gis-gis on this.
Well, lolu personal problem am like Jammeh. I know Ba Tambadou hates Jammeh and he
said
buñ gënta waaw mooy gënta bi rek non mooy gënta comeback rek non political comeback bi benn la ci benn la
man I don't even know why Ba should make a pronouncement about that. If he Yaya Jammeh, it's for Gambians to decide. If he pick him ne dafa ñëw as a I don't know. I mean, I believe Ba has a personal problem with Jammeh. That's what I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sa gis-gis si ku ko replace Dawda Jallow.
Dawda man xam nga lu xew Ministry of Justice. Ba Tambadou has destroyed that institutionally sax. So checkee the institution loolu la njëkk a destroy. Then the baggage boom isi. In terms of really bad cases yi nga xam ne they had no business prosecuting them. Mu dugga si. You know, just pour am fame, just pour am likes on social media. Ak his partners, the so-called activists pour ñu like ko. So Ba baggage boom buy at that ministry. There is no Gambian here who can fix it. Dawda may be a fine lawyer. He cannot clear Ba's baggage. Ba yaa xam Ministry of Justice. Okay.
Yes. Nene sa gis-gis about.
So am I going to come about Ba because I have my.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no. The point is, man, Ba Tambadou lim def in the Gambia. He's not a hero. He's a villain. He has messed up the entire transitional process. The entire transition process of New Gambia more fail because transition process is Jammeh Commission, TRRC, CRC. Jammeh Commission, Ba Tambadou si boppam more help that institution to fail. We've seen what they did with their white paper and the subsequent sharing of Jammeh's assets because it was not sold. And because of the Jammeh Commission, the release of the junglers and other issues, reinstatement of villains back into the security forces, TRRC is going to be a lost case. Constitutional Review Commission moom Barrow si boppam moo pare pour xeex ko jaxaran ñëpp gis nañ ko so Ba Tambadou and his entire package of transitional justice has failed. Ba has done disservice to this country. Ba dafa use suñ dëkk bi su mu ñëwee mu ngay wax ne dafa sacrifice a job international appointment. Ba was not a lawyer in the international scene. Ban case la fa win zero. He was an admin staff. Yëf yi PR dégg naa loolu la doon def sax moo tax mu am addiction with this press releases and press conferences. But if I knew as Attorney General, he did not win a single case. It's a complete disaster. Among any record as a public lawyer, it was wrong to hire him. When they did it, I said it was not a good choice. Use na suñ government bi pour def lu neex tubaab bi. Ba had a checklist from UN and EU for their excessive liberal democracy. Defal na gaay yooyu yëpp including the setting up of the National Human Rights Commission, which Ba Tambadou used to recognize the rights of homosexuals and to put up a case to protect and promote homosexuality in this country. Project Ba Tambadou la because def na yooyu léegi tubaab yi kontaan nañ si moom. Ba has messed up the country and the Dajjal system that is the UN, they are going to reward him with a job because he is the first AG Minister of Justice to set up an institution that recognized and promoted homosexuality in this country. Ba Tambadou is a total disaster.
Okay. Dama la bëgg a laajte dara pour naa la ko laajte because dama dégg sabali Ba Tambadou.
This is not a matter to be laughed at.
Ba ma ñëw Ba Tambadou.
Yes.
Finance Minister bi. What's the name again?
Mamboure
Jai. Dama dégg in most cases dang they fight with them.
I never had a fight with anybody.
But they post on Facebook and then they attack.
Not just musuma leen attack. Musuma attack any of them. Withdraw your statement.
No, but léegi lu ma bëgg moo nekk boo doon job ak guy for example dang doon liggéey
man musuma job ak Ba Tambadou by the way.
not Ba I know Ba Mamboure Jai ak tamit Tangara da ngeen doon liggéey together.
Tangara I don't have a problem with him. Yeah. Musuma ko attack either.
Yeah.
So man dégg laa dee wax. But because we live in a bojo nation, even if you raise national issues, they turn it into personal. Go ahead.
Turn into personal. Like 3 people here. Moy Tangara, Mamboure Jai.
I've never attacked any person.
No, I'm just saying.
I wrote open letters and protests against the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of because Hamulosa, what you are talking about. I did at least 2-3 open letters to the Minister of Higher Education. And they are not talking about that because they are not part of a particular cartel and kabudu that all of you are pandering to.
This is fact. I'm part of that.
Absolutely without a doubt. You are one of their minions.
Yes. No, Sabali. Walik, dama la bëgg a laajte. Ndax yow da nga yàgg a gis ne ne ñii duñ perform su ñëwee si government.
I said it like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Mamboure Njie Bima when he wrecked this economy, it was an open letter.
So there is
at the time, some of the Dallas civics, they liked it because they were not yet. There are some prominent people here. I don't want to mention names. Suñu waxee sa affaire benn ñaari yoon guddi ñu yónni nit si sa papa nga noppi nga génn si nga dem attaqué ñi nga xam ne amuñ papa ak yaay ñi nga xam ne they are connected in the urban kabudu. Mamboure Njie, when I was saying he will wreck this economy, where were you? I said that his fiscal policy, raising salaries by 50% is going to wreck the economy. What happened? Gilbrew closed shop. Now Senegal is using us as a warehouse. Inflation is high. The whole economy is a mess. These are facts. And whatever I say, yala mama de dimale is evidence. It's nothing personal.
Thank you very much.
What's your problem?
No more back to Lini because I think it's very important.
I don't have any personal issues with anybody. But his family, be my friend, and Sarah Hulesi. I'm their favorite kid on the block.
Soninkas, the Soninkara.
Soninkara, yeah.
Say Giss the situation is bad.
This is Mamadou Sabali kind of song. Nobody can catch you.
Nobody can catch us.
Say Giss, you move on.
Well, but Giss si batem bi moy he came at a very fragile moment when, you know, everything was just like fragmented and like pieces lying everywhere and hopes were high. You know, was he the best person they could have gotten? I really don't know. Maybe not, because if I say that, which means I'm claiming that he's the best, which I don't believe he is. But then again, you know, he came and then you know, started so many projects of, you know, into this transitional justice system. You know, the TRRC, the CRC, the Nakajane Commission, you know, the Human Rights Commission. All those things are good. All those things are, you know, systems and structures that will get us to where, you know, we should get to. But my issue here is, you know, he's done a lot of mistakes, you know, down the line. And a perfect example here is, of course, releasing the junglers. Because, you know, again, Lyndon Wahrek si jane commission bi jehalangut ñu jaay assets yi. Again, TRRC jehalangut submitanguñ report ñu buy junglers yi when they were already detained and all that thing, you understand? And also the process of ninde in the witnesses, you know, having deals here, having favor rights. Some people, they are being celebrated. Some people are being scrutinized and grilled and tortured whilst there. You know, we all seeing that. It's good, it's in the open. And yep, I mean, Moko spearhead, because the buck stopped at his table, Mama the Justice Minister. But then at the end of the day, because I listened to his speech this morning, Bimojo had that statement, you know, highlighted a lot of things that, you know, he said he did in the ministry. You understand? I'm sure the people that have worked with him from inception will be able to speak more to that. But then again, there are certain things it's in the public domain. It's in the open. We know whether it is or it is not. Whether, you know, he was exaggerating things or not. You know, it's there. But then at the end of the day, Gastard Lolo Nono Yip. And I remember one of his speeches, he was saying, you know, like he sacrificed, he left an international job and came to the Gambia because this is, you know, national duty. You know, and national duty is first and paramount for him. So why at this point in time, you've started these things, you have not completed it, and then you want to jump ship and go? I mean, whatever job you're going to do, that's an outside job. And this is a national duty, so which means for man, muge contradict Bopam. Exactly. Muge contradict Bopam. But then at the end of the day, you know, the question lies in the people here. You know, young lady like, okay, what has Bar's departure, what will Bar's departure do to that project, this project of the transition justice system? You know, will it hurt it? You know, is it good? I mean, success home, you understand? How easy has he made it for him to make an impact? Or how difficult has he made it for him to make an impact? I guess, you know, we're all here. Let's open our eyes. Let's be watchful and see how that is going to play out. But at the end of the day, poor man, I'm not happy that he's leaving at this point in time. Going back, limwa bimnyowe, you know, fulfill Okodal and stand up by Wadam. After so many things that has happened, Waron na talk, must see to the end of it, whether you register a success or not, but at least complete it because you started it. But now the family, you ultimatum, but then you chose the outside appointment. So where's your love for the country? You said you love the country. You want to do national duty. You're not doing that.
Nene. He built his CV, and now he's going to cash in literally.
Yes.
Check out Pareta.
Gambians need to check people very well.
because daf day yomba Gambian bu dem outside sa contract jeex nga ñëw ne da nga bàyyi job.
Cheikh Daba.
Ma ñante also did the same thing. 5 years amuloo job nga ñëw ne dama bàyyi job. He has worked there. Arusa contract was over. Ñëw na dëkk bi Gambia. He has a right to take up employment for government of a job, which I definitely respect. Okay, he came at a time bu nga xam ne nii everybody understand ne suñ system bi was like Barrow would say, I shake his hand and never of Balanta.
System of Balanta.
It wasn't working. So he took it. It was a challenge. Okay, now I'm not the experience and the pedigree and the character of the type of leadership that was needed and the vigor to def some of the transformation you want to happen.
The answer is
and
no.
the battered ministry.
The answer is
no.
no.
Never feel the experience with this now.
Yeah.
To be honest. Understand that? Okay. Ñun 2016 coalition bi lu si gën a important moo nekk suñu transitional justice system procedure bu ñu waroon a go through. Okay, man lu ma mën a understand moo nekk like okay Gambia system foog ñu understand leena in a transitional justice system doo mën a am 100% justice of every crime that is committed pour ñu punish ko du mën a nekk parce que nga nit dem suñoo wax gaay dañuy wax gaay digga because am na yoo xam ne nii foog nga go into a deal with some of the perpetrators of these crimes pour nga mën a get to the bigger feast. So in the duty of doing that pour gather evidence foog nga pare pour sacrifice ñeneen ñu am freedom pour nga mën a jot ñi nga xam ne nii ñoo nekk di main heads understand nga ñoo xam ne ñu oversee a system that was perpetuated pour nekk di stop government. Okay, man one thing you want to understand moo nekk like if you are so patriotic to the point like loolu moo tax nga jël the job yow bi nga jël job bi xam nga the enormous task mountains you war a climb so man loo mën to understand because man I don't have a problem pour mu resign because am na right pour resign dem ca gi leneen but it would have been better for his legacy mu oversee the transitional justice system make sure that everything was completed sealed delivered to Gambians. One. Two, you are living at a time bu nga xam ne nii one of the transitional justice process bi muy di jaay commission mu ngi am wax in the way and manner in which the assets of the former president was sold. So loolu pour man needs to be clear and lu gën a tax man I felt let down today mooy ne you call out for a press conference then there was no need for no other press conference you could have just written a statement
and send it to media houses.
Parce que the fact that na yow bëgguloo jël questions from the journalists shows na yow am na xam nga direct questions yu ñëw and probably you have something that loolu nobody
di Batambe du show TV show la
pour man loolu xam nga pour man okay his farewell could have been at a higher platform in which everybody claps but pour man I think there are a lot of unanswered questions which needs to be answered not only by him but the ministry itself.
Those will never be answered. Those will never be answered.
For Dawda,
because he's done with us.
For Dawda, liggéeyuma ak moom. But the fact that he's a home trained lawyer from the University of the Gambia, who graduated, who served here as a magistrate, and during that period, ñëpp xam nañ gis nañ liggéeyam, you know, before he went out for.
He's a gentleman.
Outside, so experience bi. I know he's a young person, so foog mu dëgër fit dëgër boppa ready to make change even within the ministry.
Okay.
Understand nga mu xool set up the whole team bi.
Okay.
Check ñu nga xam ne mun naa liggéey ñoom.
Okay.
ñu mun ta liggéey ñoom mu move leen to another.
Okay, Rafi, then and then ñu close because time bi Rafi, sa gis-gis about Ba.
Man sama gis-gis overall he's done a very good job. Even the fact ne lu mu fekk si system
Gambia
and I believe ne achievements yu def moo tax mu land this job parce que dafa doon liggéey bu baax they would not give him
of course he recognized homosexuality as a right so the UN would give him a job. That's an achievement.
By mu continue.
Overall he's left a very good legacy in terms of prosecuting Jammeh. In terms of the journalists yooyu wax ne def leen release we have to also understand TRRC bi lu mu mean. TRRC bi court TRRC bi is not there to count with you pour mu tëj leen TRRC bi is for fact finding to find out lu xew so find out lu xew recommendation moo def moom la court bi after the act on it so you cannot say that I fact find the only people inquire and then don't take. So they want to understand.
But Rafi, they did it to Yankuba. What happened to that?
But that was wrong.
Okay.
Yankuba wasn't going to take.
Okay, then that's good.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you.
Because they clarify when you all and you know the equations and answer. So answer better. You document answer. We are doing that.
Okay.
Then from there, we have recommendations. You want to prosecute. You want to no not tell us So man, that is my take on the three junglers. But overall, man, I believe ne Ba definitely a very good job. Given the circumstances you don't get, man believe na netam. Even though Nicky Nuna in the beginning and I was after the but so new is a team who have the youngest the team be they are not going because government is a team. No matter you as an individual, you are working in a team. So if the team goes to open on younger final and not to the when I feel you so good okay. Man they gonna rumors a long time back depuis 2019 by why President Bako Nyan who make or sometime. And I believe because this government I don't believe they can book a with stuff. They're not taking a career.
Okay.
So in terms of the new Justice Minister, I don't know him, which is a problem because like they have.
I know him. He's a fine gentleman.
No, character-wise, everybody says he's a fine gentleman. Yeah. But his achievement as a justice,
to deliver, yeah.
What are Ba's achievements? Okay. Zero, practically. Zero.
I believe so when I Justice Minister. I think the new constitution for me time more serve in terms of experience.
Yeah.
The funny guy very critical ministry. The ministry on a community transport and man someone never was I'm not this is a different one.
Yeah.
So let's it's a good thing. It's a product from the University of Gambia. It's homegrown. Let's wish him all the best.
A product from James Law School.
It is a very critical ministry, and they are
right now. Established law school with it.
Okay, so from
it's a very important ministry, and I believe a lot of tasks you do telling what complete. So I wish him all the best, and hope he will do a good job.
That's very good, Rafi. Thank you very much, Rafi Dabba, Nene Freda, Sawali. Next week dinañ am beneen topic bu ñoo mën a indi pour waxtaan ak yéen askan wi yéen ñu seetaan gis-gis. Thank you very much. Ba next week inshallah. Bye. mbokk yi di seetaan li nga xam ne mooy gis-gis waxtaane si li nga xam ne rek mooy yóbbu dëkk bi kanam.
The Constitution provides President can declare a state of emergency in two circumstances. Now I believe Gambia security is at risk for invasion. He has a right. Constitutional as it can last for 2 weeks.
yéen ñëpp gis ngeen ne dañu oote ne nañ ànd soppi nguur gi fi nekkoon loolu pexe la parti yi bokkuñu xalaat bokkuñu jubluwaay lii pexe la rek pour génnee ngu réew ci loxo benn nit te jubluwaay bi mooy won ne fexe nag nit ñi moom réew mi ne nañu ànd ci xel ñu tabaxaat réew mi
You want to be humble and everything. Why you are not an ordinary minister in this cabinet? That's true, because you are head of the UDP. You are like a father figure to most of the.
Mr. Saba, lolu moy sa gis-gis.
Lolu moy dega. It's the fact. Whether mom accept or not, lolu moy dega. So the point is, lu ñu laajte moy nit ñi luñ fogg moy because of that prominence bi nga am. The baro def la dé consult or légui yow ya dé yóbbu ay nit ci baro pour mu appoint lolu moy laajte ndax li mo am.
President Adama dafa am mandate. Because Gambians choose. Ne na liggéey réew mi. Mu tànn ay nit ñu liggéey ak moom man ci ñooñ laa bokka maa ngi liggéey ak moom
ngaje ko mela ay mul ay tiñarol minke Gambia jang mul ka wole tanka foko APRC fananda do tiñaro tola alle mustade le sodo ka APRC da kala image de da kotenge isaje fu gambenol kotenge si la pati ñina kotenge
yalo say you are putting me in a funny position mul ka fo do kam do ni fa de ko bita jahannaba ni kala tay ko kala